Hello and welcome to today's office hours. Is there anybody out there?
Hi.
Hello?
How
That's
are you?
Baku. Is that how you say her name? Baku?
Yeah, it's Bachu. Hi.
Baku. I'm good, thanks. Back from the holidays. How are you?
I am fine. How is your days going?
It's going fine for me. It's quite rainy days here now these days, but we had a lot of heat, so that's fine.
Great. Is weather is hot here too.
Okay, I'll share the screen, and if you want to, please add your names to the participants, or perhaps I'll just do it.
Hey, hi everyone. Am I audible now?
Hello? Okay,
Hey, hi Christopher.
that's Utkarsh, is that right?
Yes, yes. Correct.
Good. So, the agenda for today is a little bit empty. I'll try to share my screen again. It's sort of froze, but I'll give it another shot. Share. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I don't see the participants. Okay, so what should we talk about today? What's happening in Jenkins X? As I said, I just came back, so I don't know much. I found out why the remote cluster build jobs don't finish. It was a ridiculous, small, stupid thing that has kept people complaining for a long time. So I'll try to document that somewhere. I don't know if anybody else has experienced this. If you run remote clusters, the master builds takes 30 minutes and just time out. Yeah, I'm happy for you if you didn't see this. But I guess the Google Summer of Code students have been working. So we have at least Rajat here.
Yeah. Hello.
perhaps you want to give us a little update on what's happening?
Um, well, the UI in the last officers discussed about the DAG of a pipeline.
Okay.
And we are working on that. We are actually like trying some data visualization libraries such as D3 to create a tree-like DAG for the pipelines.
All right.
So yeah, that's it from my side.
Okay, so how's it going? Are you able to create some graphs?
Yeah, I was able to create some graphs, but nothing similar to trees. Yeah.
Mhm.
I have been sharing some of my progress with Ankit. Seems like
Mhm.
he's not in the meeting. So
Yeah.
yeah, but like it's still far from actual DAG, I would say, quite far. But
Mm.
yeah, I mean D3 is it's a very big library in data visualization,
Yeah.
and it deals with all those SVGs and very cool stuff such as like charts, and like you can represent your data in various kinds of visualizations, animations.
Yeah.
So just trying to use it and trying to like create something that is very similar to what we want is what I have been doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So what you're making is it so that a pipeline can have multiple what's it call it lines or unrelated branches sticking out? Is that why I need a DAG?
Yeah. In the last meeting, I actually showed a example how we want it.
Mm.
I'll add that into the agenda so that everybody can see what we are trying to do.
Yeah, that's nice. To show pipeline activity, isn't that correct? So this will be live updated, or yeah, I guess so. That's the plan, right? Is to you want to update the graph as it runs?
Um, like that's a bit far-fetched for now. Like we just want to see what are the actual steps and the sub-steps in the pipeline.
Yeah.
And yeah, in future we would like to have something that tells us the current progress of the pipeline, if it's running or it's pending or it's failed, successful, these kinds of
Right.
things. Yeah.
I see. So the first is to just show the steps and the activity later, perhaps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a question here,
Yep.
maybe to Rajat, maybe. So Rajat,
Yeah.
are you creating this charts or graphs that will have some action on it? So, or this is something kind of for your information kind of charts?
Well, like the goal is to create something that is interactive. Like you can click on the
Actionable, okay, actionable items as well. So click on
and
something
then
and that will drive you to the particular pipeline or something.
it will rerun the step kind of things we want to do. Like if you click on a particular step, you can restart it. These kinds of
Okay.
things are something that we would like to have.
Okay. So maybe mm, I don't know if D3 provides you that flexibility of, um,
Yeah,
specifying
D3
some
does
actions
not.
on something. Yeah, that was
D3,
my doubt. Yeah. So maybe you have
yeah.
to look into few more libraries, or like you might have to generate your own libraries to do that.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that I saw in different projects, like such as Tecton and Argo,
Mhm.
they do have their custom code for this. They're not like using any kind of library. So, like as I said, D3 is currently in like progress. It's
Mhm.
the like I would say the closest library to create something like we want to see like a chart, right? A tree
Correct.
chart. So that is why I choose T3. But yeah, I mean, adding an action on the SVG is something that I'm not sure if it works with T3 or not. So yeah.
Maybe like if you want to talk to some person from Argo City or something, so they can drive you through the code itself, and maybe you can use that code rather than inventing a wheel from scratch. Writing a wrapper would make more sense here,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
That will also save some
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I try to reach out to other people. Yeah. Okay.
That's nice to hear, Rajat, that you are making progress. So how are you looking at the whole thing? Is it going the way you should, or are you frustrated?
No, not at all frustrated. I even have like had my Independence Day yesterday, so I kind of had a break yesterday. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, good, very good. That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
So, any other points for today's agenda?
I think Ankit is not in the meeting, but we have something to talk about the upgrading of the Gola throughout the project.
Yeah, the
That
goal and upgrade, right. How's the
Yeah.
progress there?
A bit slow, I would say. Like now it's been I think
Still 119, right?
2 or 3 weeks late. We need to update the Golang
Yeah.
version.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is still in the progress, and we try to like speed up now. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. And like there are 2 or 3 PRs that needs to be merged. They are still open, but I think there are some dependencies that needs to be upgraded. So yeah, I'll take a look at that as well. Yeah.
Mm.
And mm, yeah, regarding the website work, uh, there were some things that we need like I tried out. Basically, if like if we recreate the whole website, right? I mean, not like from the scratch, but like using doc.c from the restart, it would remove like a lot of code that is not being used correctly. I mean, it's like to just change some styles. We are like we are building the whole component again, which I think is like not preferable. But again, that's like is currently at the least priority. So yeah, that's the third thing.
So what did you say? Is this about the website for Jenkins X, or I didn't get the
Yeah,
well? Okay,
yeah, the
the
website
docs,
of Jenkins X. Yeah, docs
Jenkins
website.
X, docs website, JX docs is the name of the project. So you say that, what's the problem?
Uh, the Figma design is currently in progress. I mean, not completed yet. And then the second thing is like the docs. There needs to be some change. There are some changes that needs to be done, such as like the font size or just the hierarchy of the project,
Yeah,
like the code base.
yeah.
The code base. Yeah. So changing that would be hard, but I think that needs to be changed because it's hard to just go and add another file, because for someone who is like new to code base, it's very messy. So,
Yeah. Right.
so that
So
is that. Hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
was looking-
Mm,
I was looking into that. So I found out that if we use doxy template from the restart, uh,
Mm.
okay, so that would remove a lot of the like the custom code, which is hard to maintain. But at the same time, we need to like add changes ourselves into that. That would be like rewriting those things. So a bit confused how to uh, go ahead with that. But as I said, it's like currently at the least priority. The tag thing and then this upgrade part is a bit more prior, having a bit more priority. So that is on hold for now.
Yeah, sure. That's very good. But you said that is the doxy, you removing the doxy, is that what you said? Would help?
Yeah, that's the template that we are using
Yeah,
from
so you're
Hugo.
saying the doxy template should be removed?
Yeah,
Or
no, not removed. Like I would saying that it should be used from the scratch, like a new template.
oh,
But
okay, using a new
again,
template because the styles and the way it's made is kind of not optimal. Should
yeah,
be okay, right. But I think that
it's very
using
like depends. It depends. So
yes. We want to change the name for Jenkins X, and in that regard, and when we do that, we also will need to make a lot of changes to the website. So to do these things together, I think will make sense.
yeah, yeah.
I'll add that. Should recreate, no, and then remove that version 2 docs. Should recreate the whole docs when we find a new name. Okay, you're fine with this?
Because I think this part is also something that we can talk to other people, like how they manage their dogs and all things. So yeah, I mean, it can be done a bit later, maybe.
Yeah, I think that Hugo and Doxy are much used, but there are alternatives. Is it correct what I've written here, Rajat?
Yeah, I mean, this makes sense. Like, I don't have any like like perfect thing to say about it, but yeah, it is messy, and we need to. I think we should use the template from the scratch. So yeah, it makes sense to me.
Mm. Okay, very well. Anyone else who has some grudge they want to air or something?
Christopher, I would like want a few minutes to introduce myself. So I joined this community today, and I'm a software engineer in Cisco, currently working with Cisco, and I was looking at some of these CD projects that we have, and for last I think 2 or 3 years, I'm a, an active contributor to the open source community. Been contributing to Telius open source, which is again in the CD Foundation,
Yeah.
and few of the contribution in Captain community, which
Mm.
is a project of Jenkins. So I was looking for more some work around Terraform on Azure.
Mm.
So
Mm.
I saw like a lot of repository created with the Jenkins X that has Terraforms in it. So if you have something that I can look at, or if you are like working on some stories that include that tech stack, so I would be more than happy to contribute.
Yeah.
And if you don't want like can I tell some?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm not the best person to tell about Terraform because I never worked with it, to be honest. But I think Jenkins X has an operator for Azure Terraform. It is currently maintained by Tom Hobson, one of the maintainers. I think he is not in the meeting now.
Yeah.
But I have the link. It's in the Jenkins X Terraform organization.
Okay.
Jenkins X Terraform organization. Yeah. Yeah. The
This?
JX Azure one. Yes. Yeah. This is the one that is currently maintained by Tom, and in some of the last meetings, he was saying that there are some things needs to be done, and as you can see, we are using Azure Key Vault, but that that part is in currently testing, or you can say not perfectly working. So I think you can take a look at that if you have some experience with.
Yeah, sure. So whatever Azure services has offered, no? So Azure Storage,
Yeah.
Azure DNS, I have worked on all of these. The only thing that I'm willing to learn here is about the Terraform. So that would be a good starting point.
Yes.
So we
Okay.
have
Go on.
continue, please. Yeah.
No, you go ahead, Jaja. You go ahead.
So I think we have Terraform operators with all three clouds, Azure, AWS, and GCP. The Azure one is maintained by Tom. The AWS one is maintained by Ankit, and I think GCP is the one that is least maintained. I think so. I'm not sure.
You're right.
Yeah. So if you are interested, you can take a look at any of them.
Sure. So do we have a separate working group for for Azure Terraform or something?
You can say
No,
we have, but in practice, it's more like as Rajat said, there's one person on Azure and Ankit on AWS, and I've also used AWS, and at the moment I'm also looking at Azure. So I've recently tried out the Azure install, and there are two variants. If you want to install Jenkins X on Azure, there's the Key Vault that Rajat mentioned, and there's also one with using the regular vault. As you can see, this is the Azure Key Vault, this is the regular vault. So that's a very old thing. So this is the Terraform. This is the project that you're supposed to clone when you start using Jenkins. Start to install Jenkins X Terraform Azure, and this module again will use the module that Rajat mentioned. So this is set up with some defaults or you're supposed to add defaults here that makes it work.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, and I also think, don't we have some guides on the internet website we used to have? The plan was to have all the guides easily available, admin guide, platforms, Azure. Yeah, so here this one is a little bit short. The plan, or what plan we had once in a while, was that we should have all the documentation on the website and nothing on the cluster. But we have this for Azure. We have all the documentation here, but for Azure, we have some here and some on the Git side. So if you want to contribute here, you're very welcome.
Yeah. So just one last question. So what is the best medium to contact Tom? Is he active in the community?
Yeah, he is active, but I think there is some work going on in his company.
Okay.
But yeah, you can like tag him in the Slack, and then he can like you guys can have a
Okay.
conversation.
Sounds good. Yeah.
He will answer when he can.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody
Hi.
else? Yes.
I am learning about Helm chart and I want to contribute to Helm. So can you suggest me any issue?
Um,
Yeah,
Iron,
you're
yeah.
you're cracking up a bit on my end. If anybody else can hear, please answer.
I am learning Helm charts and I want to
Yes.
contribute in Helm. Can you suggest me any issues? Beginner friendly.
Iron, if you are interested
I
in working with Helm, right? Uh,
yeah
um, can you hear me properly?
yeah.
Yeah. So if you're like interested in working with Helm and Jenkins X, the the new UI that we are building currently, we are planning to have a Helm chart for it, and then installing the UI using Helm chart. Okay, that is something if you're interested in doing, you can talk to me or Ankit. We are planning to do that. So yeah, that can be one thing that you can do. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, but if you need to learn how Helm charts work in Jenkins X, suggestion is to start create a Jenkins X cluster and then look at how the Helm chart is used there. We use Helm and also together with Helm file, which makes it easy to compose Helm charts together. That's used everywhere.
I will look into that.
So the way that's supposed to be the easiest to start is by installing an K3 or Minikube, which will install a Kubernetes cluster on your local machine. Then you don't need to spend any money to test it out. A little bit cumbersome since you need to make sure that you have the some tunnel setup that makes it able to answer and work as a response for a server for the web request from Git, but it can be done.
Okay, I will look into that. Thank you.
Yeah, and just ask on the Slack channel if you get stuck.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, hi team. I have one query. I have seen that in the Jenkins X doc that we are using Kubernetes external secrets for secrets management, maybe via the AWS secrets manager.
Yes.
And so still we are using this one because I have seen that a repository has been, you can say, it's not been maintained. It's deprecated, Kubernetes external secrets. And they
That's
have
correct.
and they have released a different project called external secrets under external secrets organization. So have we moved to have Jenkins X moved to this new external secrets? We are still using
No,
Kubernetes external secrets. Okay.
but we have an issue which you're very welcome to contribute to.
Yeah, then if we have not moved, then I can contribute to this part, moving from Kubernetes external secrets to external secrets.
Yeah, operator. Very good, which brings us to the public roadmap and also the issues which we can look at, which is actually part of what we're supposed to do in the office hours, especially if we don't have anything else to discuss. So as you say, the upgrade the external secrets, that really has to happen.
Okay, who may be the right person? Means if I need some help or something, whom should I contact?
I think you should use the Jenkins X dev channel.
Okay.
Simply try that. That's your best bet, or otherwise Ankit or Tom or me or Morten. But Jenkins X dev channel is your best.
Okay, then I'll connect with you guys at Jenkins X dev channel, Slack channel.
Sure. Very good. That's great.
Thanks for the info.
Yeah, so then we covered migrate from Kubernetes external secret to external secret operator. Pushing Helm charge to AWS easier. I don't know how the status is this.
Can you share this link, the chat box?
This roadmap
Yes, yes.
in the chat. Chat. That's the
Thanks.
roadmap. Yeah, so now we are 117 done. We are moving to 118. Preview DB, that's actually we have a pipeline in place which runs through DB, so this is at least partially done. But if you more security scanning, that's always possible, I guess. Fix linting, another lint step to the CI pipeline. I don't know what the status of this is. Have we added lint to the CI pipeline?
Yeah, that part is done.
It's done. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Support sparse checkout. Yeah, I know this is supposed to solve a problem where if you have a big repository, it will take a long time to check out all the files just to get the pipeline definition. So we are trying to just check out .lighthouse folder and a few other ones. Display the reason for pipeline being timeout or cancelled. I guess this goes into the UI work, Rajat.
Yeah, it's been like so. There's just one PR that is needs to be merged. We have merged like 3 PRs, and the last one will actually make the reason display in the logs. So yeah, it's like 1 PR away. So yeah.
Very good. Why can't I go to the issue from here? Conflicts for PRs for cluster repo. Oh, it shows up here. Conflicts are common on multiple PR, updating the same application. Yeah, that happened from here many times. Cannot build a project imported with a nested repo option. Don't know what this is. Yeah. And there's some to-do
This
options.
one, the cannot
This?
build project imported. Yeah, this one is like for I think GitLab.
All right, GitLab.
Because because like they have another layer of like, so they don't have organization and then repositories under it. You will have organization, then a group, and then repositories. So we have a tag called nested repo. So this was not working, but I think Ankit was working on this. Not sure about the progress. Yeah.
Still open. In progress. 4th of July. Okay. Pruned resources. Okay. Oh, that sounds interesting. So this nested repo that goes together with better integration with GitLab, I suppose.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And this is the Go upgrade that we talked about.
Yeah, it's in progress. A bit late, but in progress. Yeah.
Yeah. Because there were a lot of repositories here that needs to be
Yeah,
updated.
Ankit needs to update the message, but if you scroll down, there are a lot of PR that are already merged and are open.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So should we have a look at some of the other issues? See if we can remove some old ones or clean up a little bit.
Yeah.
Terraform AWS version 119 produces cluster where nodes not accessible. Okay, so the cluster compatibility chart, I guess that's not updated. If we even have such a thing, I think we removed the whole compatibility chart because it was wrong. Yep, it's gone. Kubernetes versions. We don't have it. Yeah, we should of course have that. Document versions. Shouldn't be an issue about this. Kubernetes upgrade guide. Okay. Versions. Okay, perhaps we should add let's add an issue. Kubernetes versions. Jenkins X. Oops. All right. So what do you think, guys? Anything else we should talk about, or any issues we should discuss today?
not from my side. Yeah.
No. Okay. So let's perhaps quit the meeting a bit early today, and then we'll meet again in 2 weeks, if not before.
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
Sure. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.